When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. The returner will field it and bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Dukes offense will have first crack at this one. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened last.
Turning it on! They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick, because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football.
And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
He's got it on the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Dukes can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Buying some time as he moves left. Finds a spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wide open downfield. He's in for the score. Touchdown. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time timeout. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to throw, it's Everett. Makes the catch, it's Singletary. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Dukes will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it at the 25. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Let's it fly. And he's in for the touchdown.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Going right to work up top. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance.
He unleashes a long one. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Out of the backfield, he's open. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try the toss to the left. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Middle Tennessee. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To throw, it's Everett. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Caught near the sticks. It's Booker. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. And the Dukes want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Got a man. It's Booker. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Dukes are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Judowski. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Moss. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Everett. Oh, they're after him. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. The Dukes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. On the move at the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. This is a design run. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Gain of 1. And that's good enough for a first down.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. To the air, it's Moss. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. They bring him down by that great defensive play. Be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Singletary. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Booker. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route, he got his head around, he just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Back to pass, it's Everett. Here's a hit. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Now he's looking to throw it. Punts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The toss to the outside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Dropping back, it's Moss. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
At the 46-yard line. Brings up second down.
Offense gets set for second down.
Here we go, set. All right.
They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down for the offense.
Right back to the well. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the ride. He's going to keep it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back has it. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Scanning the field, it's Everett. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Dukes send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Open space at the 25. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense, a physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Here we go. Tries again to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone. Make a play to create space. Get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
Back to throw, it's Everett. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Singletary. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. Inside the... And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sun. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.